We're Keith and Nicky, and we've been fostering for Hertfordshire for nearly 2 years now, coming towards 2 years. Both of us have worked with children throughout our careers, and we've had our own 5 boys that we've brought up, and they've now mostly all moved away from home and gone off to be independent. And so we felt that it was the right time to help put something back into children in the authority. And we've not looked back really, and thoroughly enjoyed it and found the process really simple and smooth. We're short-term fosterers, and we've been approved to take a sibling group, and we've currently got 3 small young boys. They were very young when they came to us, 4, 5 and 6 years old. Now we've had them nearly 2 years. Most of them had 2 birthdays, so they're 4, 6 and 7, but they're still a delight. And clearly in that time they've really made big changes to their lives. They are much more independent and grown up now, and learning all the time.
The rewards are seeing them change. One of ours came to us in nappies, very unable to speak and not really able to walk very well. He's now completely potty trained, and he's a lively, happy 4-year-old. So the reward is seeing the children change and knowing that we've had some input in making that happen.
And so some of their behaviours at times is a little bit immature, and yet it's also amazing how mature they can be, sometimes in showing and expressing their appreciation. Even though they are only sort of 5, 6, 7 years old, they will say that they really thank us for things that we're doing, and they are really grateful, and you can see that from them, and that's lovely to see. We found the process of becoming foster carers really very simple. I guess like lots of people, we had ummed and ahed about it for a long time and weren't sure quite what to do or when would be the right time to start. But in the end, we just thought, jump in with both feet. We saw an event advertised at a local hotel, and it was just an information time really, but we went along and spoke with someone, and really very quickly they sent someone round to us. The house was not in any fit state for us taking children at that time. We had no idea that sort of people would be round straight away, but they were very helpful. They asked us lots of questions about ourselves, and the more that we met with people and spoke with people, the more that we felt this was something we really would enjoy and be able to do. And so yeah, very quickly things got done in the house, and alongside that process we completed forms that we had to do. We did some training and found out much more about it, and eventually went to panel and were approved, and very quickly after that were then offered our first placement. And yeah, we're really pleased we did all of that. Really, fostering is very often doing a different job every day. There's depending upon what the needs of the children are, what they're going through, what they're learning, what they're playing, you can do any sorts of different things. There is, as well as looking after the children, a certain amount of sort of paperwork that needs to be done and recording that needs to be done, particularly about things that happen to the children or things that they say or do. So the 3 brothers we've got, their care plan is for them to be adopted, and so we're also involved with the family finding team, and they come along and they will spend time playing with the boys to make a relationship with them, and their job is to find and match suitable adopters. And we're very well aware, and we hope in many ways that for all the right reasons, that the boys will actually be found somewhere they can go and live permanently and move on. So as a foster carer, our job is really to help support the boys and move them on as much as we can for the time they're with us. We realise that they will be moving on, and that they will hopefully go to a home where they will then be able to stay permanently. And we envisage that may be difficult, of course, when they first go. We will miss them, but we're hopefully giving them wings, and the reason we're doing that is so that they can fly. Just same as our own children have gone and left home now. We wish the best for these, and we look forward then to getting some others afterwards and hopefully continuing that cycle. There's a lot of support and training for what we do. There are regular training courses put on about all sorts of topics and subjects. Currently at the moment that's all being done virtually, which actually in many ways makes it a lot easier. We don't need to leave the comfort of our own home and settee. We can sit with the computer and there's information being given. We can increase our knowledge and then put that sort of practice into practice and improve our skills. There is lots and lots of contact with other professionals, so everyone seems to have their own social worker, and so they all form a team along with us to work for what's best for the children. So we have our own social worker. She'll meet with us once a month at least to do what's called supervision, but it's very much working in collaboration and with us, just finding out, looking after our needs and making sure we're happy with everything. The boys have got their own social worker, so she comes along and sees them or talks to them on the telephone every week and keeps interested in what they're doing and hearing about their progress and what they're up to. It's interesting to talk about money. So when we started fostering, we weren't really aware of what the allowances were or what the rewards in that respect would be, and we certainly didn't go into it for the money. We are both sort of semi-retired and just felt we had the time and the skills to give. But interestingly enough, we found that anything that's needed for the boys, the money is there, so we get reimbursed for any sort of expenditures that they need, and there are also allowances which we get. As we've now fostered for some time, we've come to realise that allowance has also actually helped to improve our quality of life.
Well, it meant that I could give up my nursery teaching job that I'd done for 30 years, didn't it? Because we had enough money to tick by.
Yeah,
so
we weren't. That wasn't the intention.
No.
You were originally going to carry on working. So yes, it has helped to change our lives in that respect as well. I've still found that I can do some work and keep interests outside of fostering that work really well. I'm a on-call firefighter, so when the boys are at school or at times when Nicky's with them, it's easy if I get called away to do that. Whatever skills people have, they would be useful and transferable, though obviously you do need to, at the end of the day, like and be able to work with children. But whatever skills, whatever background, whatever sort of career you may have done, there are children in Hertfordshire needing that sort of support and that background and that interest. They just want to be loved and given someone that shows them interest. And that's what I think we can all give as foster carers. There are challenges, of course, because some of the backgrounds and the starts that the children have had in their lives are really difficult, and it is a challenge sometimes just to understand and accept that actually the children have been through some of the things that they have been through, and as a result of that sometimes their behaviours can be challenging. What they need are good routines, someone that shows some interest and loves them and gives them the time and spends time with them, and given that, then there are real rewards and the children really are grateful for what the time that you spend with them. There are, to be fair as well, some challenges about the record keeping and the work that's expected And again, it's understandable really from the authority, because we are looking after these children on their behalf, and we do need to accurately record how the children are, what they're doing and what they're like, so as that a true picture of them can be painted when they're trying to find a home.
And there's a lot of medical appointments for the children. One of ours in particular has a lot of medical and hospital appointments, which of course involves taking them out of school and taking them to. So yes, you think you might have an empty week, but actually your week is busier than ever.
It's always good to see the children grow, be it just that they've had a medical appointment and we've found that there's something that can be done to help improve their sight or their hearing, and it's also good the opportunity we get to do things with them. We would probably just be at home ourselves doing not much, but with 3 young boys with us, there's opportunities to go when places are open, to go to visit places of interest, to sort of go to the swimming pool, to go to the park and that sort of thing, and go to the farms, and it's actually fun for us as well. We can really enjoy ourselves with the children, and that is really rewarding. Nothing to lose by finding out more. It is a process that you can stop at any time if you do decide it's not right for you. But I think that children in Hertfordshire, one of them somewhere will need the skills that you have got and that you could give to them. And
give it a try, whether it's babies or teenagers is your speciality. It's worth a try, and it's been brilliant for us. So
do give it a go, and we'll look forward to seeing you. Fostering is a different job every day, but it's been the best career that I've had.
Give it a try. It's fun, full on, exhausting, but worthwhile.